Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And already we're underway here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping.
Great chance! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Shot could be on. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. Portugal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
That's a sharp pass. Now it's Forlan. Iniesta can so cleverly bypass the press.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Has a look and plays it forward. And this is Neymar. Portugal finding their passes. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Howson is there to clear. Oh, good-looking ball. Not the most accurate pass. Rijkaard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. He is through here. Thuram demonstrating his defensive quality there. Plays a sharp little ball here. Chiellini has given away a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Portugal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
It's full on! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Iniesta quietly revving up. Best threads one in. Neymar. And it's Bale. And we hit half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution for Inter. Number 6, George Best. Number 8, Diego.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open. Lamine Yamal really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little soon.
Decent chance! No mistake! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Portugal grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Xavi Alonso. Inter Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack.
He's one-on-one, short shapes to shoot! Goal! Portugal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
Portugal take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Inter Milan have it back and can go again. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And it's played in here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Yamal, an instinctive delivery. Van Dijk with the clearance. Oh, some tackle that.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Very much into the last knockings. Oh, that's delightful. And he's managed to get free. Just eases him off the ball.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Desperate defending required here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Rafael Leao voted man of the match, and deservedly so.
Thank you very much.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here. And Batistuta! No, not quite.
Batistuta probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter. For me, Peter, Steven Gerrard's game is all about courage. It's a word he himself uses a lot. He's always urging everyone around him to have a go on the ball and not be afraid.
And he absolutely practices what he preaches in that. Real chance! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Saliba. Neymar has got himself a free kick. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Portugal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Saliba, Gerrard gets a foot in here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's got away. And he was alert to it.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
That has been slung wide. Tries to pass it through. Rafael Leao. And this is Batistuta. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Rafael Leao. Half an hour played now. That's been slipped through. He is through, and the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Conte. Fernando Torres. Now it's Batistuta.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
He's picked his way through. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Gets a good foot in there. Portugal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Plays a sharp little ball here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Fernando Torres. That is a brilliant interception. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Chance! And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So, your views on the first half?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Batistuta! He scores! And there is his 30th goal. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
Portugal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Guardiola. And it's Neymar. Threads one in. And Batistuta! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
He's away! Guardiola. Nicely weighted ball. Rijkaard. Looking for options for movement. And he's surging through. Genuine physical edge about this game. It is quite attritional. Madrid finding their passes. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bale is herring after that one. Now it's Bale. That's a cute ball. And he's cut it out. Guardiola. Odo. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Now there's a fine ball. And he's quick to get it clear again. Rafael Leao unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Bale. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played.
Gets his head on it! And it's come back out to him. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Rafael Leao is fully aware of how important that could have been. Probably game, set and match.
Portugal have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Now that looks a decent ball. He can run onto that. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And the counter is on. And that's a simple one for the keeper. So that's it. It is all over. Portugal are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Batistuta claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Portugal definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now he's got space here. Xabi Alonso with the foul. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Knocks it into space. And a shot! Goal! Portugal!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He won't be happy with that one. Alonso. This might spell danger. And Batistuta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's there to clear it. And it's Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Rafael Leao really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Neymar. Oh, crossbar! And he hits the net. And they're at it again in double quick time. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Played into space. Xavi Alonso. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Now, can they get him away? And he's managed to get free. Ball comes in. Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Oh, well measured. Oh, nice touch.
Minutes has been indicated.
Xavi Alonso. Saliba cuts out the pass. Well seen. And there's the end of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Portugal in control at half-time, 2-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Batistuta. Number 32, Vieri.
Here we go again.
Number 11, Xabi Alonso. Number 27,
Cole.
Serginho.
Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Number 10,
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rafael Leao has found the net here, of course. Distributed tidily. Well timed, excellent interception. It's a searching pass. And it's Batistuta. Chips it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now it's Rafael Leao. And this is Bale. It's Bale! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are pulling clear here. What's your opinion on that goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
number 20.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Almost an hour gone. Good ball over the top. And that is expertly dealt with. Bale! He has done it! And he is just ripping it up! Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And there was his third big chance! And it's in! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning.
And the shot! It's in! And they are right back within touch! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Ambitious ball here. Decent chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Substitution in progress.
Corner number 2 then. Donadoni! No, not the best of headers. Thinks one through. Saliba. Raul going face to face with his great rival. And he gets rid in a hurry. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, that's a key interception. Messi. Tries to pass it through. Can he finish? He's scored! Just one in it now. The game takes on a whole new complexion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
And it's Conte. Neymar is a player who bet. There's the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Neymar actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Xavi Alonso. Passing is crisp and sharp. Chips it through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that's that. Portugal pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who'll need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Neymar threads one in, and this is Bale, and the finish! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break, no shortage of pace nor intensity, exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And this is Bale. Looking for the run. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. It's Bale! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Portugal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front.
Tries a shot! Goal! Portugal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And he's intervened well there. Neymar. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Neymar. And this is Bale. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And here's the chance to counter. And the through ball. And this is Shevchenko. He's found a way, takes a shot! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Rijkaard gets across to intercept that.
Bale really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Shevchenko! Shevchenko! They've done it! And the comeback is complete! Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Neymar. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Done delicately. No, that's been intercepted. Xavi Alonso is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And this is Shevchenko. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Good take. And a chance! It's in! And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry.
Chance! Goal! That is so good, such sharp skills. And such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Neymar. Now it's Bale. He's going for goal! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bale clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And it's half-time here. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Hello attendees, this is a Lost Children's announcement. Please keep your eyes on your children during the match at all times.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Berbatov. Coming on
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
15, Messi.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Now it's Shevchenko. Can he get on the end of this? Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And Shevchenko!
Substitutions taking place.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Conte. Cafu. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Shot could be on. Can he finish? He has done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Oh, that's an excellent interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Messi. Can he get it through? No, he's not getting past him there. And we have our very first corner. Climbs up! It's hit the crossbar! Bellingham! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, you've got to admire the confidence and the agility. Wasn't too far off either.
Now it's Batistuta. That ball looks a good one. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Xabi Alonso. Well, momentarily the situation was perilous, but his alertness has saved the day.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had to be...
Shevchenko! It's bounced back off the post. It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, at least he was in the right position and he reacted quickly enough. The manager will like that.
And here's Raul. Messi. Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Royce. Great vision. Costa Curta makes the interception. And it's Neymar. Tries a measured ball. Now this could be a chance. And he's heaved it away. Nice control. He has found the way through. Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! He should have put that one away.
Shevchenko really must be wondering how he hasn't put them 3 up. It was a very, very decent chance.
Rijkaard. And here's Batistuta. Spread neatly. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Messi. Oh, good spread. Played back in. And he's got the beating of his man.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Back towards the middle. That's a lovely, neat pass. Moved on forwards. Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp. Roll! And he hits the net. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Caught offside that time. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Raul. He's through, now is he in? Oh, that's superb. And this is Neymar. He's free, he has got space. He's in a great position here. He's shifting through the gears here. He can get that clear. And that will be it. Portugal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
And now I'd just like to read
Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the surprise...
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this man, João Cancelo, is going to add so much more dynamism to his side, and he's the type of player who does well in a flowing system, in a flowing team. I like it when he moves centrally and makes himself an effective outlet. He basically can become a number 10, and he can produce some delicious little dinks over the top of any opposition defence.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Looking to play him in. Bale chasing after it. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he cuts out the supply. Early ball out from the back. Conte. Neymar. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that's put paid to a promising move.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
He's picked his way through. Bernardo Silva! He's scored! The breakthrough strike! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And it's Zanetti. Neymar wins the duel this time. Xavi Alonso is always looking to break lines. Aimed beyond the defence.
Portugal really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this.
Yeah, he may feign to shoot and just play it into the box.
Nicely aimed pass. And that's been slit through. He's shifting through the gears here. Half-time getting close now. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Zanetti. Bale. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Short changes him with that pass.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Good ball, good take. And that's a good ball. And the half-time whistle goes. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back on the way.
Portugal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Nuno Mendes. Mendes goes on a charge down the left. Bale. Bale touches it back. Now he's got space here. And it's played in. Batistuta has given away a free kick. Nuno Mendes is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And it's Bale. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Neymar. And it's Xabi Alonso. Bale. Quarter of an hour into the second half. That's a little off target. Kante goes steaming forward. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Good running, strong and purposeful.
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Rijkaard has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Zanetti plays a sharp little ball. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish of true class! And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Great vision. And this is Bojan. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And the finish! He has done it! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Portugal get themselves back into contention.
Well, they'll just be praying that...
Goes for a shot!
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Look at chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out! It's a good look, climbs up big! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And that's it. Well, that turned out to be quite a game. Both sides committed, determined, driven, and whilst you might argue to the contrary, perhaps a fair result on the balance of things. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think it would be impossible to overlook this fella, Lamine Yamal. Obviously, he's often deployed as an inverted winger, but what stands out in his game is that he really thrives on one-on-one situations, and I always think that that brings excitement and entertainment to a game of football. And of course, his job is to supply, and it's never as easy as people think, but he's doing it quite well.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And it's Neymar. And here's Batistuta. He is through here. Flashes it across. Oh, it's gone in!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly. It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
Bernardo Silva, unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And this is Bale. Oh, he's bustling through here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And the ball's come loose here. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Batistuta, and that could set him on his way. Shot a goal! He scores! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Oh, that's delightful. He's picked his way through.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Nicked it back promptly. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot could be on. He's having a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Danger averted for now. And it's Xavi Alonso.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Good ball, good take. And that should get the job done. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So we're into the second 45.
Portugal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Al Nassr applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course the returns can be terrific. And he's made sure that's not getting through. That's a sharp pass. Neymar is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. That's a good ball out wide. Oh, nicely intercepted. Batistuta. Neymar. Really fierce, close defending. Oh, super ball! He's on it, can he get away? Chiellini gets rid without sophistication. Bale being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Yamal tries making a foray down the right. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Conte.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Batistuta. And that's a good... And the shot! Goal! Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Portugal take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Al Nassr really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Nicely shaped ball. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, just skips past his man. Oh, good claim by the keeper. Certainly earned his keep there. Neymar was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Neymar. Neymar. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Portugal moments now away from seeing this one out. Xavi Alonso. Saliba cuts out the pass. Batistuta. Conte. Knocks it into space. And that will be the final act. Portugal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We have already started here.
There's a player below us, Peter, that I've always admired. Franco Baresi, a defender with wonderful composure and discipline.
Yeah, can't say I'm surprised by your assessment there.
Yeah, one of the great liberos. His intelligence put him on a...
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Decent hit from there. That's a cute ball. And this is Batistuta. Lampard. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Real chance! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So the game's for... And he shoots! It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Great chance here from position A1.
It's not a good idea in a...
Bale! That is delicious! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they get themselves in front! Well, that was wonderful in every regard. Vision, concept, and considerable accuracy.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Portugal get themselves into the lead. Batistuta. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Batistuta. And it's Neymar. Kante, who does have an assist to his name. It's run loose here. Oh, good-looking ball. Eto'o. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Khan claims comfortably. Xavi Alonso. Nice-looking ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Van Dijk. And it's Van Dijk. Rijkaard.
Inshallah. Shoo.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. He's having a shot! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way and he just slips the other.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Hazard. Can he get it through? And that is a little undercooked. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Neymar going full tilt down the left. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, crossbar! So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Neymar! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Now it's Batistuta. Oh, good ball! It could be... There's the shot! That is special! Gareth Bale! A finish right from the top draw! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye! Calm, composed, confident, what a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, some tackle that. He's on it, can he get away? Xavi Alonso is always scanning the pitch for targets. Neymar. Xavi Alonso. Looking to play him in. Neymar. Conte. And it's Batistuta.
Batistuta really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just made...
Real chance! In he goes again! It's a goal! Half-time rapidly approaching. That could be a big one. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Madrid get themselves back into contention. Chance for a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to... Oh, he's been caught on it here. Conte. Hazard. Saliba cuts it out. Rijkaard. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose.
It's Neymar! Oh, he's hit the bar! A corner it is then. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cleared without hesitation. And smartly reclaimed. It's run loose here. Portugal are looking to go forward now. Ekitike goes for a shot! It's in! They have come roaring back!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Neymar, he's found a way through, goes for goal!
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that's been won straight back. Hazard, ambitious ball here. Gets his head on it! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Gets a good foot in there. Conte. And it's Neymar. And this is Kante. Shot could be on. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Batistuta, he's picked his way through. Oh, he's got a side of... And the finish! Goal! Portugal! And again they hit the front. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Portugal go into the lead. Well, that has not gone well. Now he's off and running. Now it's Neymar.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Neymar. And he's there to clear it.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Looking for the run.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Desperate defending required here. And it's been taken short. Good read, needed to be. And that will be the final act. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter, being the kind of player who...
Oh, what has happened here? And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Now it's Batistuta. Looking to play him in. Oh, that was vital. And it's Neymar. Ambitious ball here. Bale is having a shot! it'll be a throw-in. And here's Bale. That pass has been well intercepted. It's a really well-measured ball. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Now it's Batistuta. Portugal have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. Now there's a fine ball. Big chance! Goal! Portugal! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Portugal have broken through, it's 1-0.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Oh, he's found support out wide. Aubameyang could try cutting inside here. That's the keeper's ball. Conte. Portugal are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. Decent chance! Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Batistuta. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And here's Bale. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that was very necessary. Great vision. That is ended up in no man's land. And he's only too happy to take that back. Oh, it's a great ball here. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Portugal looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Pass somewhat off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Oh, this is a great position. That is great defending, so alert. He's had a shot!
That's just...
And the referee brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Portugal are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Portugal definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Batistuta. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Aubameyang.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar has an approach to the game which is pretty much shoot on sight. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Aubameyang! It's in! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Substitution for Portugal, number 9.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Well, there's going to be a major shake-up in the attack here.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Neymar really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Rafael Leao. It's Kane! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Germany with the corner, they're first. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And that has left him in a heap. Portugal are looking to go forward now. And it's Conte. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Shot a goal! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Neymar fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Well, that has not gone well. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Now it's Owen.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He can get that clear.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
The ball has bounced loose now. Conte. And the shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And that is that. A good watch, a really good watch. Both sides toiling to try and outthink, outsmart each other. But it wasn't to be, and they're all square. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points.
it.